A warm welcome to our live stream today. Hello to everybody. Hello from Germany. Today we want to speak about full disclosure. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? A lot is happening. And have you seen my thumbnail? There you see an UFO. This is a real UFO. And assistant from me, she made this photo at home. So this is really amazing. A lot of things are happening. And I have heard that the betting on Poly Market, that this is exploding right now about when the United States will confirm that extraterrestrials exist and that this will happen before 2027. Why this date? Yes, I want to speak about this. Just wait a moment. So, something is going on, and some people speak about that on July the 8th, Donald Trump could release UFO files and that he already made a speech and that he will present it on July the 8th. But we will see. I will tell you a little bit more about this. So, yes, and we will also come a little bit to Epstein because this is also related to all the stuff that is happening right now and to the UFO stuff, you can say. Maybe you have heard about this statement from Obama. It was 1 or 2 weeks ago when he spoke about that aliens are real, but however, regarding to Area 51, he said, oh, there are no ETs there. No. Not here on Earth. But is this really true? So I don't think he is right. I don't think he is truthful in this situation. And there's a British filmmaker called Mark Christopher Lee. He speaks about that that on July the 8th, maybe Donald Trump could release this. Why this date? Why July the 8th? Because in the year 1947, on 8th of July, the Roswell accident happened, where 2 UFOs had a crash near New Mexico, I think it was. And yes, and the army first released something about the flying disc, and then later it was deleted because they do not want to give more information about this. And now this year it's 79 years, not 80 years. 89 years would be nicer. I think so, because 40 is an important number. But a lot of people, they think now it is the time that Donald Trump will speak about this on this day, on the July on the 8th. So we will see. Now I will tell you a little bit more what I think about this. And I don't trust Trump, Holly wrote here, and I truly think the same way. I don't think he prepares any speeches, sorry. And something else is happening on June the 11th, because there, the new Spielberg film, the movie, is released, I think also in the United States, and I think a little bit later in Germany. And in this Spielberg film, and Steven Spielberg made different films, several films about the UFO thing, you can say. and he always brings the same story, that extraterrestrials are dangerous and that something unpredictable will happen, and that aliens are portrayed as potential threat. This is the collective opinion. They want that you have the opinion that extraterrestrials are dangerous. But this is not my experience, and I speak so much about them because I'm in contact with extraterrestrials. I do not experience them as dangerous. And maybe, yes, there could be some dangerous aliens out there, but the most civilizations, they are of a higher frequency. They are in the fifth on the fourth density. We are now reaching out to the fourth density. So this is really a staged narrative, you can say. You might know Stephen Greer, and he's amazing in bringing all those things to the light. And Stephen Greer is warning us all about a false flag operation, a manipulated event where they show up, aliens or extraterrestrial, how you want to tell them. Have you seen it? Something here? Here? No, here. Was here through my room. So Stephen Greer, he warns us about a false flag operation, a manipulated event, and that ETs are presented as a threat. And they can do, you might have heard of Project Bluebeam, where they really bring something up there, maybe UFOs, they look really similar to real extraterrestrials ships, but they are not. So it's so important that we are prepared for everything that might happen this year, because this could also be a distraction from what is happening in the Epstein case. So maybe a war, or maybe many dangerous extraterrestrials could be a distraction of what is really important to look right now. So this is a critical phase for humanity. But I also see it not only critical, I see that we are waking up to see all the dark stuff, the chaotic energies, and that helps us to distinguish between something that is really true and something they fake. So that's most important. And when it is about Epstein, and if you have any questions, you can always ask me your questions here and in the chat. And when it is about Epstein, you might have heard in the last days, there was so much videos about the Sorrow Ranch in New Mexico, and that Epstein there made some weird things there, and that he is connected to scientists whose topics are eugenics, to improve humanity by genetic manipulation. And he was involved in those things. And you might know that New Mexico, this is really near Roswell, where this happened, and where there are a lot of underground facilities. So this is really important to understand. There's so much more going on. So he was a supporter of transhumanism, and he had there this maybe baby ranch, we do not know exactly what happened there at the Zorro Ranch in New Mexico. So, and there maybe some genetic research was there done, and he wanted to create a superior race, you can say, and to increase intelligence, and maybe to clone himself, maybe something like this. So he was very near to scientists working with those things, with eugenics and also with anti-gravity technology. So there are some connections. Maybe we do not know everything, but I think there is a connection. And he also gathered scientists on his private island and speaks about gravity. And Stephen Hawking, for example, was also there along with others. So this is, maybe we do not see everything clear right now, but it is an important topic to understand. And you might have heard about Maria Farmer. She was one of the Epstein survivors, and she painted a picture. She's an artist, a picture with an UFO that was impaled by the FBI antenna. Very interesting. And Epstein was interested in Atlantis myth, and his private island was near the Bermuda Triangle, which is also connected to Atlantis. There is the dolphin temple buried down there. And this is the reason why there is a Min's portal at this triangle, Bermuda Triangle. So we see there's so much more. I'm not sure about everything, and I'm not so deep involved in all this, but we have to understand that a lot is happening, and they try to maybe simulate an alien invasion that is not true, and this is fake. So we have to prepare ourselves. This is very important, and we have to understand I'm in contact with extraterrestrials. They are amazing, beautiful. They are often of a high frequency that reminds us that we also are part of a bigger family, and contact is already happening. If you are ready for this, I'm teaching this in my medium classes, to have contact to extraterrestrials and to your higher self and to your spirit guides. And today we had a live stream with my mediumistic, my online group. And one of the female students, she connected to an Arcturian. So we can do this. This is possible. And there we can find out that we are, in truth, a big family. And there's nothing to be afraid of. That's so important, that nothing bad will happen. But if we connect too much to those negative ideas, those negative beliefs, feeling ourselves like a victim, then we can easily lower our frequency in this range where they can manipulate us. So that is important. To ground ourselves is important, yes, but both. Humans are between heaven and earth. And this means that it is so important to really heal our own inner wounds and open our channel and connect also to earth. So very important. Epstein didn't kill himself. Yes, I think we all know. He did not kill himself. You might have seen my Vedic astrology video I spoke about, I think he was murdered, but everybody can believe in what serves you the most. I don't have to convince you of anything. So, yes. So we have to really be very cautious, very what they will tell us. Because maybe also a lot of people who think that Epstein is still alive, we have also to understand that they really like to split the narrative and to bring out false information. Also, be prepared for this when it's about Epstein. So, very important. So, if you have any questions, I have some questions from my German group. Tomorrow I will make a live stream in German, and there I got some questions. For example, The Simpsons. It is one of the most watched TV show. So when it becomes reality, people have already shaped their beliefs from what they watched. Yes. Oh, sorry. Yes, I think so too. I think governments are taking their creative sources and inspiration for the narrative directly from film to film. Yes, yes, yes. They, yes. We have to understand the movies, the film industry. They want to impact us with their ideas. They create a reality that's not true. But when we see it so often in Germany, when I see the official media information, what's going on. Everything is, how to tell it, the same narrative. And then there's a person speaks about it, another person speaks about it, then somebody else who's really deeply experienced in it speaks about it in the same way. Then you believe in it. So we have to understand they really suppress the truth in a big way. And this is so important. So to speak about it here on YouTube or maybe in Patreon or other platforms, it is so important to do this work, to show. And everybody can decide for himself what he believes in. I do not want to convince somebody. It's for me important that you can have access to your own inner truth and really find your own inner truth. Because when you awake from the old matrix, then you sense what is your truth. And that's the only thing that then matters, and not the narrative they serve, they show us. Yes. Okay. I have been waiting for the world to accept that we are guided by our galactic family. Yes, I have enjoyed watching their crafts in the sky. There's so much happening. Like I told you in the thumbnail, this is a real UFO. So I'm very connected to their energy. Yes, in the mountains, you can connect more easy to them. And also, when I'm going out in the evening with my phone, and you make a film, you often can find those weird lights that are shining, blinking, and yes, they are extraterrestrials. They are all over there. And if they wanted to invade Earth, they could do this many years before. So they did not do it, and they will not do it. And if we see a invasion of extraterrestrials or aliens, this is fake. So important. So, okay. Um, Guten Abend, Sylvia. Thank you. So, Ella Maha, dear Fatima, are you open to a new relationship? Myself? Me? I have a husband, a very good boy. So, I will start with my questions. How is the Immaculate Conception of Jesus really to be understood? Mary had children before Jesus. Why does the Bible speak of the Virgin Mary, and was Joseph his biological father? So, what I know from my connections, my mediumship abilities, my connection to higher realms, to spirit guides, is that Mary was a virgin. She was a virgin. And Joseph was not the biological father. And I already made videos about Jesus. So, check this out. And immaculate means that she was free from so called original sin. The original sin, you might know, this is the flaw connected to Adam and Eve. But this is not, when you really wake up, then you do not believe in this kind of stuff of a sin. So, and Mary is the only exception, they tell us, from this original sin of Adam and Eve. And I don't believe in it. This is not my truth. So, Mary, yes, she was a virgin, and Joseph was not a biological father, because Jesus was, you can say, truly genetic, had special genetic imprints to help us to understand more, that we have amazing abilities, that we have the ability to heal ourselves, to find our true power, and to live it. So, very important. Next question. What will the working world of the future look like? Will there only be self-employed people or also companies? And if so, what will the hierarchy look like? What will leadership in the future look like? And what I see, and I speak about this for several years, that we will get more independent, that not the big the big industry will be so important in the future. What I see is a lot of smaller network-based companies, and I see more self-employment, a lot of more self-employment. Everybody understands more what's your own unique gifts, and you can share your own unique gifts. You do not need a big company. And today, with our possibilities, with networking, with social networking, we can find our customers in an easy way. So this will change. So more flat structures in future. And also that the persons in a company, that they really become more or understand more to be responsible for their work. Not so much, oh, I'm doing what somebody else tells me I have to do. No, that you really understand how important it is to really bring your fire in, and yes, and create something in passion together. That's a good way to do it. So I see the future. So nothing to fear. And yes, of course, we will have also artificial intelligence that will help us in several ways, but it's always important to be human, to really bring you in. and to respect artificial intelligence, and artificial intelligence will respect humanity. This is my future I see. So, next question. Dear Sylvia, from which planet does the Yael star nation come? Yael are one of the hybrid races, and they are one of the first that will come to Earth. When they are not the first to come on Earth, they are already here, but one of the first extraterrestrial races, you can say, that we have contact with, but they are not direct extraterrestrials. They are a hybrid race that is connected to humanity. They have genes from humans, and so and they don't have our own planet, you can say. They were created from the grace and also the genetic material from humans here from Earth. And so they don't have a home planet, you can say. They're living a lot in ships, and they also have a planet, or they also choose to have one, but it is not their original planet, something like this. I hope you can understand me. Sorry, my English is not the best. What is the original language? Is there an original language on Earth? Is it Medmer? No, there is not an original language in that kind of way of language. You can say the language of love is a universal language. So if you would say, is there something original? I would say it is the language of love. It is telepathic understanding. It is light language. You might know light language. I sometimes speak in my channelings in light language. You can learn it in my mediumistic online course. So if you are interested, we have there really amazing live streams, and there you can also learn a lot about how to connect to your spirit guides and to the spiritual world. So light language and telepathy, I think this is the original language. So this was my questions, and now I check out. Thank you for my Epstein is alive. Yes, you can believe in what you want to believe in. I don't think it is. I think they will distract us with this idea. But yes, everybody should believe in what he thinks most. How will the old gods play a part in the full disclosure? Will we be given the truth about their development of the laws and religion? Yes, Holly, we will know more. We will know more. Disclosure is happening more and more. And we have to understand, we have to be ready for disclosure. We have to be ready. And this means we must become a little bit more conscious and aware about our own body, what is about our own beliefs, because how will you meet an extraterrestrial in a high frequency when you always lower your own frequency by your own negative beliefs? This is a discrepancy. I think this word is also in English, between a high frequency and a low frequency. There's a too wide range. So we have to raise our frequency. How can we raise our frequency? To really love ourselves, to really connect with ourselves. Our body has such a high frequency. To really find what helps me to release all those negative beliefs and to release my anger, my fears, and everything. We have to find those negative beliefs and let them go, because we do not need them anymore. and to really do more things that you love to do. When was Tartaria? Oh, I'm not sure, but I got this question also in my German community, but I'm not so sure. I have to check it out. So, which old gods? Yes, which old gods? Which old gods? The religions are created from the Anunnaki, you can say, and also the demigods connected to the Anunnaki. They created those ideas of religions. And why? Because with religions, you can you can control people. Because when you tell them, if you do not do what I tell you, then God give you, what's the English word? Yes, will yes, will sorry, but I think you know what I mean. So punish you. God will punish you. So and with this you can control people. And I also know I spoke about magic. A lot of people, they are full of fears of black magic. But we have to understand that the energetic laws, they are the foundation of magic. We all use magic every day. We can use it in a positive way. So we should not have fear of those things, because if you have fear, then you can be controlled. So don't fear those elites. Thor, Odin, Wotan. Thor, Odin, Wotan, I don't think they are the one that created the religions. And Jesus also not. Jesus gave us the perspective to understand that we are Jesus. We are Jesus ourselves. We are gods ourselves. But we do not believe in it. If I speak about this, a lot of people always say, "Oh, Sylvia, you should not say something like this, that we are gods. Don't speak about this." But there is only God. There's nothing else. Everything is God. This is God. This is God. This is God. But it's always in a different form, God. And yes, and we are a really conscious form of God. There are no aliens on earth. That government propaganda, aliens are demons in the astral. Oh, you can believe in this. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Machine gun hippie. It's not my truth. So it does not matter to me if you believe in this. But often people who have to tell their story, they have to tell their story, everybody, what is right and what is wrong. We have to think about this. Are those the peoples we want to connect to or not? Why have they this energy to convince you of anything? Why? Because they feel powerless. Because they think if you do not think the same way like them, then you are like an enemy of them. So we have to understand this more. Our higher selves are aliens to us. No, never, never. You are your higher self, but you can believe in what you want. You can create a world of demons, and then you can experience a lot of demons. So what? You can do it. That's totally fine for me. It doesn't change anything in my life. Okay, Jesus said we all have a piece of God in us. We are one energy of the light. Yes, I love aliens. We have to understand that aliens are not the same like extraterrestrials. We have a lot of aliens here on Earth. Dolphins are aliens. Whales are aliens. A lot of our animals are aliens. And so they are aliens means they do not come totally from Earth. But extraterrestrials, we are also, we have those genes in our DNA of extraterrestrials because we are hybrids. We are created from the Anunnaki and a mix from the Sasquatch, you can say, and the Anunnaki. So not totally Sasquatch, but Neanderthaler. So yes. Sylvia, what is your takes on the simulation theory? I sometimes believe perhaps we are building AI to create our next simulation. Artificial intelligence might see us as their gods. I think everything is consciousness. And yes, we can limit consciousness like artificial consciousness. We can limit it because of our fears. But that means that artificial consciousness is can be controlled and manipulated. And we can already see it. Sometimes if you ask ChatGPT a question, you get a really mad answer. Have you experienced this? So we have to understand they are limiting artificial intelligence, and that creates a lot of errors. And I made a video about the matrix, Zenit. You can find it here on my channel. You can find here several hundred videos. And yes, there is a kind of matrix. But if we did not have this matrix, we could not make an experience as humans. But the most important about a matrix is to understand you create your reality because of your beliefs. What you believe, you create in. And Jesus already told us, what you believe in, you will experience, you will see. And so the most important is in what do you believe? If you believe you're powerless, then you will experience this. So, can Andara crystals help with alien contact? Jerry, I would suggest come into my online course and come in our live streams. This is more important. There's a lot of fake Andara crystals out there. So I think it is better to become your own Antara crystal by learning how to connect to extraterrestrials. Yes. A lot of viewers forgot to hit the button, the like button. Is this true? That's not fine. You should hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. A lot of views. Hello, Sylvia. For some time, I haven't seen you for a while and reorganized that. I missed seeing and hearing you while watching now. Oh, yes. And I think my videos were also suppressed from maybe YouTube. So that's possible. Okay, I just check if there is another question I haven't seen. But I think we spoke a lot about everything. So if I haven't seen one, you can just type it out as now, and then I can give you an answer. Can you enlighten us with any information? This Tataria, I don't know so much. I got this question also on my German YouTube. I have to check it out. So thank you so much. Tataria forever. Okay. I love you, love you, love you. a big hug, huge. And yes, so share this video, share my videos with others. More people can find them. And thank you so much.